Hey there everyone, Michael here. Today we're going to try one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to make for you the Sci-Fi Dine-in Oreo Milkshakes. I absolutely love them. I'm going to try a few different recipes and then let you know which one I like best. What you'll need to make my favorite Oreo milkshakes is classic vanilla ice cream, milk, and Oreos. And maybe I'll try one of these to see how they are. I just want to taste them, see if they're good enough for the Sci-Fi Oreo milkshakes. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Okay, first things first, you're gonna need a container to mix it all in. Now this container is a little bit on the large side, but it has these great blades in it that'll help chop up those Oreos. Now for the first recipe, I'm gonna use 4 scoops of ice cream, 1 cup of milk, and 6 regular Oreo cookies. Ooh, Edie's ice cream, love it. 1 super big scoop. I'm being a little generous here with my scoops, you can see. And 4 scoops or about of vanilla ice cream. Now you can see a lot of my kitchen material here is Disney themed. Perfect for what we're making today. Oh, and I'm spilling some. I'm making a big mess. 1 cup of milk. All right, now let's get our 6 Oreo cookies. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in a plastic bag here so that I can crush them up really fine so that they're not big pieces throughout the milkshake. And I'm gonna crush them up with this mallet over here so that they're nice and small chunks. There might be a small hole in the bag. Okay, now we're gonna take our Oreo chunks and we're gonna put them inside our blender. Okay, now we're gonna put the cover on and just keep on blending it until it is fully blended in there. Interesting cover we have here. This is actually the motor to the whole thing. Okay, I think that's enough blending. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. Oh, it looks really thin, but that's the point of this recipe. We're gonna try it thinner first and then a thicker recipe next time. So let's try this one first. See what we think of it. Looks delicious. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Oh my gosh, that's so good. It's so good, but it's not as thick as the Sci-Fi Dine-in milkshake. I'm gonna use a little thicker recipe this time and try to get closer to the Sci-Fi consistency. This is a good taste, maybe a little bit more Oreo and maybe a little bit more ice cream. You know what, probably more Oreo than ice cream, but a little thicker consistency is gonna be key. So this is a great flavor, but I'm gonna go for the thicker consistency now. Okay, let's try it again, this time with a little less ice cream and a little bit more Oreo. That is 2, 3, and 4. It's more realistic scoops of ice cream. Now I'm going to cut the amount of milk in half for this one. So I'm only going to use half a cup of milk in this recipe. See if I can thicken it up just a little bit. Now remember, half the fun of doing recipes at home is just playing around with them, seeing what you like, what works for you. When I was making baklava, I would try different things and I would make them a little better and tweak them. So it's not exactly like Morocco, it's more of Michael's baklava. You can check out that video in the description of this one. Now this time I'm not going to pound the Oreos into little chunks. Now I'm going to put them in whole and then let the blender mix them up just a little bit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No one saw that. All right, the top is back on. Here comes the motor. Let's mix it up. Oh my goodness, that looks extra thick, but let's give it a try. I'm only gonna put a little bit in there just in case we want to remake it. There we go. Cheers. Oh wow. That is excellent. That's much richer and a lot thicker. It's not quite the thickness as Sci-Fi Dine-in Theater, but this is definitely the way I would do it. It's very thick. It tastes with more Oreo intensity. So I like them both, I do. But I would say on an everyday basis, I would have the 10 Oreo recipe rather than the 6 Oreo recipe, but that's just me. And there it is, the Sci-Fi Dine-in milkshake, one of my favorites from Walt Disney World. Let me know if you give it a try, if you love the Sci-Fi Dine-in milkshakes as much as I do. I would love to hear from you. Now I do love the Sci-Fi Dine-in Theater Oreo milkshake, but I do want to do something special for you. Since we're here together, now I'm going to make my own personal Oreo milkshake using double stuffed Oreos and a tiny bit of Nutella. Let's give it a try. We've got some vanilla ice cream. Let's put in, let me think about this. Let's put in 4 scoops, just like before, but that I think will be the only thing that is similar to the past recipe. Maybe we'll put 5 scoops in there. Yeah, maybe we'll put 6 scoops in there. We got 6 scoops of ice cream. I'm making this up as I go here. 6 scoops of ice cream in this one. Okay, now let's try those double stuffed Oreos. Oh yum, those look delicious. So good. Love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6.5 Oreos in this one. Now let's add in something extra special, just a tiny dollop of Nutella. Now Nutella has a very distinct taste, so I'm going to use only just 1 teaspoon of Nutella to see if it adds or if it changes anything, and how it tastes in this Oreo Nutella milkshake. All right, we've got Michael's crazy creation here. Are you ready to see how it tastes? Let's blend it up and give it a try. Wow, that looks extra thick. Okay, let me blend it up just a tiny bit more and then we'll try it. Okay, let's scrape some. It's actually sticking to the sides here because it's so thick, but it looks really good in there. Okay, just a few more seconds and we should be able to try it. Okay, let's give it a try. Let's see how this crazy creation comes out. And it might be just a little bit thick. Come on, buddy. Oh, there we go. That is one thick, I don't even know if I'd call it a milkshake. That is one thick concoction. I don't know, I'm having fun here. Let's give it a try. Wow, oh my God. That's kind of thick. That's kind of thick. Okay, no wait, that's still good. I'm gonna put in half a cup of milk now. We're gonna add half a cup of milk and give it a try. Hold on. We're just playing around here. We're gonna add half a cup of milk. That'll probably loosen it up and we'll give it a try. I gotta say it was really tasty though. Okay, all blended up with half a cup of milk now. Let's see if now it's maybe a little bit more drinkable. Yes, it looks like it's just a little bit more drinkable now. Let's give it a try together. Cheers. Oh yes, I actually think this might be my favorite one of all the ones I've made because it's so much more Oreo. I mean, it's really, this is Oreo right here. It's not too thick and the Nutella definitely adds. There's almost no hint of it, but there's just enough where you can tell that it's in there. So half a cup of milk, about 6 scoops of ice cream. I think we added about 8 double stuffed Oreos, so that is just about perfect. Again, it's a little bit loose. You know, it could be a little thicker, but it's still, I mean, absolutely delicious. All right, let's finish it off here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something extra special. This is just a little trick that I learned from my mom years ago. You take an entire Oreo, here. You got the milkshake, take an entire one and you just crumble it in your hands. Just crumble it in your hands and let the pieces fall in. It just adds a little bit of extra, I don't know, chunk to it, and it definitely adds. Let's give it a try. So you've got the pieces of Oreo. They come into the milkshake with it. Extra good. I have to say, when I'm in between trips, it's so nice to be able to bring a piece of the magic home with me. I can get a taste of the magic even though I'm here at home. Now, I would love to hear from you. Have you made a Sci-Fi Dine-in Oreo milkshake or anything from the Disney parks before to bring the magic home with you? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And if you have any thoughts for any future cooking with Michael, let me know in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, cheers. Have a magical day.